This is Janet Yellen, former chairman of the Fed, current U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, shamelessly bowing to the non-bowing Chinese economic minister.
Oh my God.
She might as well have started kneeling with the same head motion to complete the metaphor. Even the Chinese woman behind her is trying to stop her. For God's sake, please stop. You're embarrassing your country. This guy's just an economic minister. Imagine if it was Xi Jinping.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
You didn't see Trump doing this with China or anybody else.
My friends, you bow to no one.
But the excessive Yellen bowing was familiar because we saw Obama do it. Grotesque displays of humility. Democrats seem to view that as important. But as we've seen from Hunter Biden's texts, Democrats are quite capable of issuing threats and being arrogant and talking tough. What's the difference? Well, when they bow like servants, they're representing America. They're physically acting out how they think America should act. When they're taking a payoff, though, and shaking down the country, they're representing themselves. In which case, they're not going to just be pushovers, okay? They're going to be as menacing and threatening as possible. See the diff? And speaking of shakedowns, I need you to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Don't make me get all Democrat on you. So with the war raging in Ukraine, Zelensky did what any leader would do under an existential threat. He met with a leftist child. It was time for a fraud summit. Greta isn't a scientist, and Zelensky eliminated elections. Neither seems to be a big believer in the idea of choice. They probably complement each other on who's the bigger fraud.
No, I am okay, but you are a fantastic fraud. How dare you? No. You're a fantastic fraud. No, you are. You're a gifted fraud.
And on the topic of frauds, it's interesting that Fox News, the quote conservative network, described Greta as a world leader.
Oh my God.
And that's a bigger deal than you might suppose. Fox News is supposed to be the alternative for conservatives, the last line of defense. When you see them consistently embracing left-wing narratives, and they do that repeatedly, you understand why the Overton window is shifted leftward. There's no opposition, because they gave up, or they were never on your side to begin with. To sane conservatives, Greta is an astroturfed media figure, not a world leader by any stretch of the imagination. So when I see Fox News downgraded for things like Tucker, things like this, I say good. I hope they continue to pay a hefty price.
Culture is a reflection of our moment and our time, right? And present culture is the way we express how we're feeling about the moment. And we should always find times to express how we feel about the moment that is a reflection of joy, because it comes in the morning.
It comes in the morning. What? Did Hunter share some of his stash with her? That's the only explanation I got. And speaking of the mystery drug stash, I think Jill knows exactly where the cocaine came from. I think we can use Occam's razor in this case. The simplest explanation is probably correct. Actually, never mind Occam's razor. We can use Occam's credit card, mirror, and Occam's laptop. Can you imagine what Jill said to Hunter behind the scenes?
Hunter, are you high? Hi, no, listen, Mom, listen, no.
The silver lining here is that Hunter has moved on from crack addiction to just regular cocaine now. Hunter could bury his face in a mound of coke, shooting the same grenade launcher Tony Montana from Scarface style, and the media would still be gushing about how Hunter watched the fireworks and Joe's such a loving dad. Look at him, he has no idea where he is.
Joe, are you demented again?
Demented? Come on, man. No,
listen. Come on, man.
A horrific shooting took place in New York City. 4 people were shot. 1, an old man shot in the back, was killed. Absolutely tragic and disgusting. Knowing New York City, he'll plead it down to not wearing a helmet while riding a scooter. Bad news, another store is overrun by looters. The good news? Hey look, Budweiser. They finally figured out how to unload some product. Looting is now consumer outreach to them. You gotta hand it to Bud Light, don't you? They just keep on going with their wish it away strategy. It's funny. They keep tweeting like this one. POV, you're a Bud Light. No. POV, you're a Bud Light tweet. And here's your avalanche of replies instead of likes. More wokeism. Professionals are urged to call vaginas bonus holes to avoid offending trans or non-binary patients.
Oh my God.
You know what? They can cram their non-offensive terminology right up their non-bonus hole. It seems like every massively distorted, abnormal, upside-down viewpoint is a left-wing construct. You see this with fat acceptance.
However, as a plus-size traveler myself, I'm speaking on behalf of myself and plus-size travelers everywhere who have also experienced discomfort and discrimination while traveling.
Just check yourself in with the luggage, problem solved. Do we need the Supreme Court to actually end fat affirmative action? I have many fat friends and family, and formerly fat friends and family. And thankfully, they never tried to tell me that obesity was a good thing. Look at this, the far right is obsessed with fitness, according to MSNBC. As Elon Musk noted, you're a Nazi if you want to work out. Time to do your Sieg Heil extensions. It's a war on biology, but they are winning, and they're coming for your children. Look at the inflation rate for kid obesity. Kids are literally inflating at record numbers. It's not good. If we're going to go down this road, we might as well reverse course with smoking. Yes, it causes all kinds of disease, but don't be mean. Don't mention that because, hey, that's smokist. It's tobacco-phobic. As bad as things are, I'm sensing there's a healthy pushback to the wokeism. In Hunter terms, the Woke-caine is wearing off. Fox News is suffering, Target is suffering, woke Indiana Jones is bombing, Bud Light, well, you know. But now Ben & Jerry's is suffering too. And that's a good thing. Ben & Jerry's posted on July 4th about how America sucks and how we're all on stolen land. The land was not stolen, it was won in a war. And even if I did believe that the land was stolen, it's like, hey, wait a second, left-wingers. We see what's been happening in the cities. Since when do you care about theft? But never mind that. Ben & Jerry's is now seemingly taking a financial hit. That's shocking, because Ben & Jerry's have always been annoyingly woke. They've at least been consistent, not like Bud Light. Even in 2000 when they sold to Unilever, they maintained their contractual right to be as annoyingly political as they wanted to be. Of course, Ben & Jerry were hypocrites in the usual liberal way, saying that capitalism is bad, but it's good when they benefited from it. It's like they've always had a woke immunity card, but now even Native Americans are calling them out. So if they end up paying a Bud Light type of penalty, this might be a turning point in the war on sanity. And we can finally be done with the new ice cream flavor, Virtue Signal Crunch. It tastes like crap with a hint of bankruptcy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to pass around to anybody you think might like my content. And I'll see you the next time. Thanks.